All right, here we are, another mushroom hike, and we get to go on a different trail today. So we're really excited. We had a really hard rain a couple of days ago, so that usually means that we'll get to see a lot more chances of some really good mushrooms. So let's see what we find. These ducks heard us coming down the trail and started running. They must know that people bring food. Hello, Duggars. Hello. You guys are fat and happy, aren't you? You're waddling like a duck.
Yay. Some yellow ducks.
Aren't they cute?
Yellow ducks.
They think you have food. Liam's gonna get lucky because I think he still has crackers in his hand. They heard us coming and came running. Are you guys trained to get food from people?
My name is Batman.
What's that, Rowan?
I'm just talking to ducks.
Uh-huh. What'd you say to them?
My name is Batman.
Your name is Batman. Awesome. Alright, so we have been on this mushroom hike and have found not one mushroom. Not one, but we are finding tons of herbs and things that we can use in other ways. And we have our expert, Auburn. She's our herbalist. And she's been stopping and looking at leaves and twigs and flowers and finding stuff. So she's going to get some of these wild rose hips and harvest those. Those are very good, very high in vitamin C. What else can you tell us about them, Auburn?
Very, very high in vitamin C. They have antiviral properties, and I actually really love to. What I do with them is I tincture them for a couple of months in Everclear, and then in probably at the beginning of winter, I'll actually add them to my elderberry syrup.
Oh, good idea.
Yeah, and it ups the nutritional value of the elderberry syrup. And it also just adds that shot of vitamin C. We're going to leave a bunch for the squirrels and the plant, too. I'm not going to take them all. I'm just going to get the big, fat, pretty ones.
Here is a high bush blueberry. There are no blueberries on it now, but that's what that is. There's a lot of those on this trail. And then this is a closely related, it's also a Vaccinium, but it's not a blueberry, and I can't remember the name right now. If you know what it is, please comment below. Yeah, what this is. It's whatever it is. It's vining all over and attaching itself to all these other plants, and then it has these flowery, fruity-looking things on them. And I have no clue. I've never seen this before. We've seen it here before, but that is it. And it looks like it's strangling the tree and killing it, like it's parasitic. Very weird. Even its spines are yellow, not green. Very strange. If you know what this is, please comment below. Animal trail. You see where its tail was dragging? And the footprints? Or maybe the footprints are unrelated. Maybe it's not an animal trail, but it sure looks like it. And here we have a wild yucca, otherwise known as Adam's needle. Native Americans use this for thread.
Kidding.
Oh, I thought you got a fish. You goober.
I found it up on the trail, actually, or off the trail, looking for the ghost pipe things. But I was just waiting for you to come to.
Does on land.
Here is a clethra that has passed its bloom, but you can still see where the blooms were. It's a very nice creekside flower. It provides a huge amount of nectar for all of the native pollinators. This one right here is beautyberry. It doesn't have a whole lot of uses for the berries. Usually there's a lot more berries. This one's only got 2 little ones. I'm trying to get it focused. It doesn't want to. There we go. So the berries, some people make like a jelly with them, but the point of harvesting that much berry would be useless. But the leaves can be used, rubbed against your skin as an insect repellent to keep mosquitoes off of you. This is what a beautyberry is supposed to look like. That's a lot of berries. Now that almost would be worth harvesting to make a jelly with, but I just don't, there's no flavor to them, so it's just basically,
Sugar.
yeah, getting
Pretty purple sugar.
Exactly. It would be pretty though.
Loaded.
What'd you find in there?
Straw.
A straw.
I
Oh,
was
well that sounded
living in there.
exciting.
Yeah.
You didn't find a fairy?
That's what I was saying.
Is there a fairy home? Is that where the fairy lives? What do you think, Batman?
Yeah.
Rowan, what do you say for fairy homes? Do you give a
Nice.
thumbs up?
Give us that.
Let me see. Tell everybody watching, thumbs up.
Everybody watching, give us that.
Came up here to see some native orchid seed pods, and I saw this guy. Isn't he beautiful? That's a blue-tailed skink. And right here are some native orchid seed pods. And these are the seed pod of a orchid that has no leaves in the summer and spring, and then in the winter they come up out of the ground and you see only the leaves. So when it blooms, there's no leaves. But you can see right there the leaves are starting to come out. They're a really pretty purple spotted leaf, and it is the name of this native orchid is eluding me, but I know it, and I will get back to you on that. It's wild ginger, and this is teaberry, or wintergreen, winterberry, many names. It's also pipsoa, I think is one of the names. It gets a little berry that's edible. That's very nice. And the ginger, wild ginger is not worth being edible, but if you dug up the root, it would have a ginger flavor. You even see him. Hello, Mr. Fence Lizard. He's fast. Pussy toes. That's what these are.
Disturbing the peace.
But yesterday was International Peace Day, so it's alright. Today's the first day of fall, and the last day of Mercury retrograde. Woohoo! Did we find the jewelweed? We've been going to the end of the trail looking for the jewelweed. Oh, I do see it! And it's in bloom! Oh, how pretty! That's so cool. I love jewelweed. I grew up with jewelweed behind my house in my little garden I made along a creek. I made my little garden when I was just in high school or middle school even, I think.
And some mushrooms.
No way. You found the very first mushroom of the trail. Where?
Old turkey tails.
Oh, no, don't count. No, I'm just kidding. I love you, turkey tail. But you guys...
I have a picture of it somewhere.
Hey, can we touch
That
them?
refrigerator full of beer.
Trail, and we have not seen one mushroom besides the turkey tail. So it was interesting, but we saw lots of wildlife, little lizards and butterflies and
Children.
and a turtle, little baby turtle, and we got to identify a bunch of herbs and stuff,
Aaron.
and it was fun. And herons. Yep, it was fun. You can't. Oh, the turtle's gone now. It went down the creek.
Can I see a picture of the turtle?
I didn't get a picture. We didn't get a picture of that because it was in the water and I didn't want to pull my phone out in the water. But we got to see lots of good stuff, and now we have 2 rescue baby ducklings in our stroller that somebody dumped out here that we're going to take home and create a nice little home for, because that's what we do.